Grand evening, everyone. It is Monday, February 16th, 2026, and we have few things at least to talk about here today. A little different than the last time. That was a lot about radiation and fallout and shelters. Probably talk about more of that soon. Uh, Very relevant news is this right here, and some other posts, other information I've heard and seen a lot throughout the day and tonight. So, this is one of the biggest bits of news recently. It's one of the first things I saw today. Europe is on high alert from the urgent threat from Russia. Top military officials from Germany and Great Britain urge every individual citizen in Europe to prepare for a possible Russian attack. Europe is expecting to be attacked by Russia at any moment, that means. That's what that means. That's really interesting. They came out in the open and announced that to all of Europe. Extremely concerning, very historic news, that is, that Russia is planning to attack potentially all of Europe. Germany and Great Britain are urging every individual citizen in Europe to prepare for a possible Russian attack, meaning they're definitely going to attack Europe soon, starting likely with the Baltic states. They'll go into the Baltic states through Belarus, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Very small countries, the Baltic states. And then not long after that, Gordon Chang, very well known figure, usually on mainstream media, is just came out and said China is going to war on top of all of that. And then we have this here. So the nuclear threat is higher than ever before right now. A lot of things are in alignment for nuclear war. A lot of things, just about everything is aligned for nuclear war now more than ever, I would say. As you can see here from OSINT Europe, reports indicate that Russia is repositioning nuclear weapons closer to the European Union border following the recent deployment of the Oreshnik missile system in Belarus. I believe those are also nuclear capable missiles. So we have nuclear weapons being positioned and aimed at especially Europe. That's a very likely move that Russia targets Germany and potentially the UK, especially. It's very easy for them to do. It's not even directly connected to Europe with nuclear weapons. Russia is very likely to use at least tactical nuclear weapons on Europe, military bases, military infrastructure, all throughout Europe, and potentially the US. The US has lots of bases all throughout Europe and the Middle East. Not sure if they would. I don't think they will target any in the Middle East. That's what Iran will do, and maybe even China. Though the nuclear threat, the bottom line is higher than ever before. Things are very much in alignment for a total nuclear escalation and war. That is one of the most concerning and most lined up things to happen now, very soon, is the nuclear threat, nuclear war. Then we have the price of gold still at about $5,000 per ounce. Apocalyptic number. It's down quite a little bit, though it'll skyrocket again as soon as tomorrow. Took a massive dip. Not massive, though, a large dip. Went all the way down to $4,333. Not very much, so that's about less than $100. About $100 it went down. It's only down about 1%, less than 2% for the day. Very apocalyptic level still. Just hovering sideways at about $5,000 per ounce. And we have the price of silver. This is not a sponsored website or anything of the sort. And once again, this is initially a live stream recording that is posted to my YouTube channel. Continuing on, the price of silver is $75 per ounce. Very strange. It's being very suppressed. Very, very suppressed, the price of silver, as it was, let's see, within the last month, the high for silver was $120 at one point, about within the last month. That was one of the highest silver has been ever. I think that's the all-time high for right now, $120 per ounce. There's a lot of shortages for the precious metals right now. So we need to very much so watch the Middle East and what Russia does when it comes to Europe. Extremely concerning. Very interesting that Russia is doing that. Another thing I nearly forgot is that Russia has been targeting the US, X, and other social media all throughout the day with cyber attacks. I put that even as the cover. They've been doing cyber warfare, especially on X. At one point, X was down to the point where the posts were not loading earlier when I was looking through it. So they also attacked I think the Amazon Web Services, Verizon, and some others. Quite a few different things were attacked. I think confirmed cybernetically by Russia and potentially the Chinese. The Chinese are very well known for doing that. So we have cyber attacks escalating, rising in frequency, and we have the highest nuclear threat of all time right now. There are no more nuclear treaties, and Russia is very much positioning and preparing, it looks like, to strike Europe and the US with nuclear weapons. They're very much postured to do that right now. So keep on preparing, especially go and rewatch the last video I did. I talked about a lot of radiation fallout and shelters. I'll be talking about shelters a bit more coming up. I did go. We went very much so through radiation overall, though, and fallout. The last video. So please like, comment, subscribe, even donate if you will in the description of this video. Once again, thanks for watching. Love, light, and blessings to you all.